Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Here we go again. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a mother. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a mother. Smack addict. Bye-ya. 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 Orale, as you can tell by that thumbnail, he ain't Mexican. That's it. Orale, Kelpy. I got an eighth in me. Yeah, well, hey, good afternoon, my octoroon. What's happening? All of a sudden, in the Menudo style of direct fashion, Kelpy is Mexican and he's trying to be a resident. That ain't going to work out for you. Just because you and your jefita were homeless and slept in an RV at Salvador Park, doesn't make you from F-Troop. Let me tell you something. Spensa la tira. First and foremost, I was watching Blue Devil from, what's the show? Haters World. And respects to that Volta, man. I like his stuff. Now, trip out. I'm watching this show and it happens to come up on my feed. And I'm like, Spensa, look at trip out. Orale, Blue Devil. He's getting it in. And he's talking about Kelpy, who went on a podcast claiming that if he was incarcerated, he would roll as a resident, a Southside resident. Now, I've done this some time with some Southside residents, listen. That could never happen for you, bro. I understand you could do what you want to do, and like Blue Devil said, hey, you could quite possibly be accepted based on you have a little bit of ducats, like fuck it, and people are gonna need that. They're gonna go ahead and need that paper. But we're talking about Kelpy here. Mr. Fucking, I used to be fucking a pimp last month. I don't think it's ever gonna be quite possible for him to just be hood hopping, basically. Just to be jumping from spot to spot and place to place. I mean, it doesn't work that way. Okay? And we're going to get down to the brass tacks right now in a Menudo style direct fashion. I don't want to disrespect you, little Kelpy, but sabes, homeboy. You went from 0 to 100 very fast. And you can't do that. And I'm going to tell you why you can't do that. I watched Dub's video on this. And he had a different approach, a different take, a more serio take. Me, you know how I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you without a fucking condom. Because I believe that this Vato deserves no Vaseline, just to match a little bit of gasoline. Light them up, burn them up, flame on. Till that Jerry curl was gone, right? Now, trip out, little Kelpy. You were a pimp and a player, okay? With two tiradas just the other day. I'm watching you, Cinnamills TV, you pop up. Or was it Cinnamills or was it fucking Soft White Underbelly? You pop up. You got two tiradas with you. One of them, her hair's all stuck to her face. The other one, she smells like sobacos. And you guys are kicking back and you're explaining how you do this and you do that and how you're the white pimp and you're the new age era of what's really going on. And then, of course, fast forward to Sharp checking you, making you take off your lambskin coat and just basically defecating on your character in front of you and you just taking it. And then fast forward again to you getting the shit sucked out of you, jaw over here, eye socket over there, getting spit on. And then now fast forward once more and one more time, and now you're talking about, no, hell no. If I get locked up, man, I'm Mexican. I'm gonna be a South. All of a sudden, you're Mexican. You went from being this pimp with these two young white girls to now all of a sudden you're Mexican. It seems to me like you need protection, Holmes. Is that what you need? Is that what you need? Well, how much money you got? Spensa la tira. I'm not saying for me. I'm just saying allegedly. You know damn well, in the society that we live in, this underworld, I guess they would call it, there's certain rules and regulations and politics that are involved, especially in California. You know this, little Kelpy, or maybe you don't know. That's why you're saying what you're saying. Well, let me give you the knowledge you won't get in college. You know damn well you can't run white boy in the county jail. Oh, no. Guess what's going to happen to you trying to run white boy in the county jail? Hey. Leave me the line, lane. Let's go find us a motherfucking trade. They're going to do them a little hanging, right? You already established your name, your character as running with the Africano brothers, as being part of that pimping world, as trying to associate yourself as some type of white pimp. Just that word, white pimp, you distinguished. You made it an ethnicity thing. You couldn't just be a pimp, a PI. You had to be the white pimp, right? You had to be something special. Well, guess what? They'll treat you very special. Them white boys will treat you special for no other reason than you was pimping on white women. See, they feel a certain way about that. about that situation. And especially if one of their own is doing it, you're going to feel the repercussions of that action. So you knew, or at least you know now, you cannot go that route, sir. Spansa la tira, you won't last 23 minutes. You feel me? Sprinkle the woods in, brother. They ain't playing. So you said, okay, well, fuck it then. I'll go in as a brother. You know what I mean? You ain't no Crip or no blood. Oh, pow! Bro! That would never happen. Because let me tell you what would happen if you went in there and trying to be trying to claim you're from a black gang, like a Crip or a Blood or a Kumi or whatever the case may be. You're going to get fucked. Straight up. You're gonna get fucked out of every piece of canteen you have. Every time you go to the store, you know what I mean, your cooler's going to be sore. You're definitely not going to just have it your way. There's going to be some big old wato, you know what I mean, preferably the name Tyrone, who's going to feel like if for no other reason, everything that you got, he's got, right? And that's just how it be like. I've seen it time and time again. You're not going to go in there after being spit on, beat up on YouTube, slapped up, clowned on, character defecated on, told to take off a jacket, sat there like, this is real, this is Fox, right? Or whatever you said it was. This ain't fraud, right? The dudes are going to go in there, they're going to be like, hey, take that jacket off. You're like, what jacket? They're going to be like, well, fuck it, take them pants off then, eh? I like your shoes, I like your pants. Why don't you take off your pants? Hey, man, what am I in here for? Good times. That's right, it'll be good times on your ass. For cheap times. For cheap times, right? For cheap times on your ass. There's no way the brothers are going to let you associate, mix and mingle, and hang around, man, unless you're paying your way. You got to understand, in prison, county jails, anything of such, when you're incarcerated, man, everything is you're judged on your own character and how you handle yourself. You better go in that motherfucker swinging right from the gate, because everybody's going to test the ability of your manhood. Facts. Well, you, little Kelpy, Spansa la guard! This motherfucker right here, right? Spansa la tira, you decided that if for no other reason, you said you were going to claim Southside resident because you're from Orange County. No, you're not from Orange County. Let me explain something to you. You live in Orange County. Spencer. That you're going to claim Southside resident because you got an eighth of Mexicano in you, or you've had 8 inches of Mexicano in you. Either way, you're going to go in there and you're going to claim that you're a Southside resident, and hopefully, just hopefully, that these vatos got your back. Well, how much money you got, Este? Because let me tell you, nothing in this world is for free. Just because you grew up in a certain area, or like I said, man, you and your jefita were homeless and slept in an RV by Salvador Park, doesn't mean that you're from that barrio. And not only did this vato say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna be a resident, because he went and claimed, like his hood is one of the most notoriously well-respected barrios out of Orange County. F Troop. You know what I mean? I've done a lot of time with them vatos. I'm gonna tell you right now, they don't play. Vatos I did time with, and this was back pre them, all the split and all the different, cliques and all that. I'm talking about homes when these motherfuckers, they were deep, they were thick out of Orange County handling the business, man. Respects to all the vatos from Orange County, man. They move a different way. There's no way, homes, they're gonna let you just go in, hey, but because I got a little bit of Mexican in me. You know how many motherfuckers try to pull the wool over the motherfucking wolf's eyes? It doesn't work that way. Okay, I just told a story the other day about a little young white guy, right? He might have had a motherfucking quarter of Mexicano in him. I'm going to tell you, by the time he was done, he had no sopas, no shoes, not a t-shirt on his back, and a whole lot of Mexican in him, right? It was ugly for him. Okay, so to be doing this YouTube shit and clout chasing and going 0 to 100, saying originally coming out, hanging out with the brothers, man, I'm a pimp, I'm a PI, I'm a white pimp, this is what I'm doing, and then that doesn't quite work out for you, and then you know what you say, fuck it, I'm a D-boy then, I'm a D-boy, man, you know what I mean? See, man, these people got, no, yeah, motherfucker stopping you out, beating you up, all right, well, no, fuck it then. Shout out to my treses. That's when I knew it was at that exact moment when I seen that. Something was horribly and terribly wrong with you, Kelpy. A real resident doesn't say that. See, I've been around residents. Vatos that really grew up in certain areas that were just never put onto a barrio or never jumped into a gang, homes. But they got familia or jefitos or brothers or tios that were, they get that love, homes, because they have a family lineage that's there, a family line. Hey, so I'm not from the barrio, but my tío Pepe? Oh, yeah, that's the homeboy right there. Yeah, that's my tío and shit. Hey, Spencer la tira, I just, I mean? I was, meanwhile, while he was over there, killing people, yeah, so I was taking my SATs. But, hey, says, come here now. You know what I mean? What's happening, homes? I'm down for the cause. Hey, orale. You know what I mean? If you righteously could show and prove that you're an asset to their cause, or you could show, you know what I mean, that you could hold your own in time of guerra, in time of war, well, vámonos. Let's go, right? Kelpy, what are you going to do? You're going to walk in there looking like Snoopy, huh? Hey, you know me? I'm famous, man. I'm from YouTube. Yeah. I got like this much Mexican in me. Yeah, I'm down for whatever. Are you? Let's get here. Handle that. Go do a pegada. I can't spell that. What is that? A pegada? I can't. No. To what degree a pegada? A piñata? No. Listen, baboso. It doesn't work that way. Don't ever think in your life, Kelpy, that you are going to use the Mexicanos, Chicanos, brown people, homes, as your last line of defense. It ain't going to happen, homes. It's first and foremost or nothing. Nada. You know, that's defecating on the characters of really motherfuckers who were real residents, man, who fought and struggled and really did that for the people. You know, a lot of the vatos that go in as residents are some of the most craziest vatos you ever meet when they get out. They handle their business for the people, and then they get out and they become productive members of society, or they don't. They just stay there. That's it, right? And now you're saying, oh, I'll just run resident. It seems like everybody thinks that they could do that. Oh, I'll just run this way. I'll run that way. The key word is run. Vatos always want to run. You know what I mean? You don't run, it's you walk. You know, you got to learn how to walk before you can run. You walk up in that motherfucker, you proclaim what you're from or where you're from. You know, obviously, homes, you're not white pimping anymore. The shit doesn't work out for you, huh? So I was scared. What happened? The two pirujas you had with you just left you? You know what I mean? Now, you was over there with the brothers, man. Stick with the brothers. You know what I mean? They done spit on your ass, uppercutted you, gave you an overhand right. And that was it. You got Tank Davis. Tank Davis. Now, all of a sudden, you want to go with the brown people, with the Mexicans. Well, that's causing division. And a weasel like you is not going to be able to cause division between the black and the brown. Two historic entities that obviously have had their differences for many years. Just when it seems like something starts to go right and people start to forgive and forget and be like, you know what? Hey, let's just do our time. Let's just do our thing, homes. It's weasels like you that come, well, the blacks fucking beat me up, so I'm going to come over with the essays so they can have my back. He doesn't just say essays or the Mexicans. He says threses. I'm going to come over with the threses. Hey, homes, those are big shoes to fill and big words to say coming out of your mouth, bro. Shit, they're even big words to come say coming out of my mouth. You're not supposed to be throwing words around that you have no knowledge of the historical facts behind it, the history behind what you're saying. Now, I watched fucking Dub's take on it, and I totally agree with a lot of what he was saying, and he was saying what he was saying. If you don't know the history about what you're speaking on, don't speak on it, homes, because you're going to find yourself caught up in a situation you definitely don't want to be in. As far as Blue Devil from Haters World, what he said in the situation, like, yeah, they're about to go in there. They'll just take all his feria. You know what I mean? He knows what time it is, too. At the same time, I wouldn't voice it like that. I mean, kind of, but, you know, whatever's their business is their business. But at the same time, I will say that he wasn't too far off from the truth. You know, when vatos see you, hey, Spencer Kelpy, guard, I'm going to give it to him, right? Can I? Menudo time. You got victim written all over you. It's because of the character you have displayed while on YouTube or out in the general public, man. Things that you show people, Spencer Latina, motherfuckers see you, they're like, damn, bro. That vato done got beat up, clown, you know what I mean? And people are like, no, but Kelpy's down. He didn't take his jacket off, though. You know, I don't give a fuck. A motherfucker tells me, hey, take your jacket off. Tiger! Straight up from the gate. Take what off? That motherfucker shark could have been like, man, should have been taking my shit off. Shit. Cut this shit off my room. You know what I mean? Here. You know what I mean? You don't fucking just go in there and get punked, Toms, and have two brothers in there on you, on your headpiece. Man, if you're in that PI world, that pimping world, man, I've seen some white guys, man. I know a dude named Finesse. Yes, I did. He was a white guy, man. This motherfucker didn't look too much different from you, Kelpy, right? He didn't claim an eighth of Mexican. He didn't claim he was half and half, right? He didn't claim he was Neapolitan ice cream. This motherfucker was a straight up white boy. But let me tell you something about Finesse, man. He finessed his way up in that motherfucker. Now he was on some real PI shit. I'm talking about always on the phone in the pen with the bitches, man, getting money sent in. You know, the brothers accepted him with open arms. He wasn't paying nobody nothing, man. I seen that motherfucker get his bag of canteen and take it right to his cell and come out and bust a spread with the brothers, man. Bring his little issue. He was accepted and loved and embraced because of the content of his character. I also see motherfuckers approach him in a faulty situation and him smack their shit, right? Let me tell you something. These are the type of people that the brothers will embrace, man. The white boys that hold it down for their own. Vatos like Wag Deuce, man, that are walking that motherfucking 4-yard solo bolo like a sideways leaning cholo. Those are the ones. But when you are on YouTube getting spit on, uppercut, beat up, hey, you're a bitch, right? Of course, man, you might be right. Maybe that dude is a bitch. But at the same time, you definitely done got your whole fucking eye bone socked out. So stop it now. Talking about, hey, the Southsiders got my back. Bro, how much do you got? ¿Sabes qué? I'm going to go ahead and need 2 cajas en cantina. Porfas, right? Run them. ¿Sabes qué? 3 pacas en cantina. You know that, right? Now, me, I don't speak for the Southsiders at all whatsoever. You know, I'm from Northern California. Shit, they were like, what? But just having grown up and doing time with these vatos and knowing vatos from the sur. When I say the sur, I mean Southern California. Vatos down that way. Past Bakersfield. They say Bakersfield. Right? Past. Every vato I've met, I got a lot of respect for. They held it down. You know, Los Angeles, San Diego, San Bernardino, all that. I.e. And I'm going to tell you right now, homes, if you think you're just going to go up in them county jails, claiming Southside resident homes, there's going to be some issues. You know, you can't hide from nothing. Vatos going to be like, hey, you ever on YouTube that got fucking spit on by that Africano and slapped up? You really think they're going to let you fucking sleep in the fucking their bed area? You really think they're going to let you function on their compas? You really think they're going to let you eat that fucking Salisbury steak that they served you? Chat, give me that. Puta. You see Miklo? You see how Magic snatched this pork chop up? Well, watch out. They're going to snatch every pork chop up you get. You know what I mean? Get out of here before I make you my bitch. You know what I mean? They're going to hang you from the thing. But hey, that shit wouldn't happen if you're up here with the Northerners. You know what I mean? Get up, man. Let me tell you something, bro. It's all bad for you. Okay? It's all bad for you. And you're digging your hole deeper. If you want to clout chase, if you think you're going to be the next 6ix9ine or the next whoever, whoop-de-whoop-de-boop-boop-boop, the best thing for Kelpy to do is fucking stick with what you know. Stop speaking on or sending it in a direction of some real gangster shit. Because that's what you're involving yourself in. You know, people are trying to make the Trece and the Sur and the North and all that mainstream. It ain't nothing mainstream about it, homes. It's real life. People that know. Okay? Stick to fucking pimping or limping and pimping. You know what I mean? Limp in and pimp on. Do what you does, cuz at the end of the day, man, you're fucking lighting some fuses, man, that's going to blow up in your face. So when people say, hey, do you think he could run right? He can run however he wants, man. Go in there and try. You know, I've seen people do it before. You're not going to come out the same as when you went in. I promise you that. There's individuals that are really, truly, man, dedicated to them values that you're speaking on or to that value that you said you're from. Talking about, I'm almighty, can't come to my block. You can't either, that's it. Shit, don't no one know you, homes. You're on a skateboard. With somebody you were. They don't know you, but they can't step out of there. You know what I mean? Like they say, you and your jefita jump in your RV, homeless, and break bad. Ain't no one trying to fucking do that, Jesse Pinkman. Now, anyways, with that being said, it's just something I wanted to speak on, something I wanted to draw attention to. And I'm basically, it's called, I'm not really capping or clowning on this kid. What I'm trying to do is give him some tough love, man. I'm trying to help him. Kelpy, I'm trying to help you. God, help this motherfucker one time. They're about to say, he don't even know better. Help him do better. Trying to help you, man, before you get in a wreck. You're starting to mention some names and some things and some people that you shouldn't. And the vatos don't play, man, whatsoever. But if you want to go in there and you got a nice bolsita, shit can be worked out. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about struggling and striving for your familia and what you truly believe in, man. Hey, Kelpy, if you truly believe that you're Mexican, and shout out to the Treces that they got your back, go find out, right? You're that one, right? I guarantee you, homes, your braces will get knocked backwards. I guarantee your hat will be flattened. I guarantee your fur coat will no longer be a fur coat. So it's going to be like seal skin. It's different, right? With that being said, if you like this, hit that thumbs up one time for your mind. Come fuck with your boy. If not, you can hit me with that thumbs down. Heaven's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to struggle and strive for what I honestly and truly believe in. And that's the coming together of all people, man. Let's help this kid before he fucking wrecks himself. Next thing you know, we're going to be like, pobrecito Kelpy. He's going to be walking all funny and shit. What happened to you? I went to the county jail to do 4 days and Crip Mac fucked me. Yes, he did on 50 fig, cuz. Right? hey, Kelpy, come over here. I'm going to give you the business, cuz. It's going to be very nifty. You know what I mean? Bang, bang. You know how the gun does it real swiftly. Bang, bang. In a menudo style.